Hello and welcome to the Bluff Bottom Blumen channel here on YouTube. I'm Taylor Sievers, and today I'm going to be talking about January tasks on the flower farm. So let's go ahead and begin. So if you've seen some of my previous videos, I seem to be shooting a lot in this space. This is our small 12 by 40 high tunnel, and it used to have 3 beds here in the tunnel, and so one of my projects so far has been to take out the center bed, because honestly these aisles, they look like dirt, but they're actually not. They are landscape fabric that has just had a lot of dirt from the beds wash into it, and then therefore weeds. So this tunnel gets neglected a lot in the summertime because I have a larger tunnel and I don't plant any crops that would be harvested in the summer in here. So it just gets abandoned, and unfortunately it turns into a weedy mess. So I decided, rather than, I don't really need this space for growing in the ground like I originally needed it. So I decided I would make this into my little rose nursery. So I have another video about that, and I'll link it up here. The dog's a little hyper. So right now, what I did today was I rolled out a new thick layer of fabric for the center aisle, because it was previously dirt after I removed the bed, and I am just putting my rose pots back in the center, and these will just stay here over the winter for a little bit of extra protection over the winter. So it's actually been very pleasant in here all day, and now it's about a little bit after 4 o'clock, and I can definitely feel, you can even see over here where the bluff line is. We have a large limestone bluff right here that shades out the setting sun, so you can see where the sun's setting right there. So it is getting a little bit chilly in here. So I previously did a video on fall tasks that a flower farmer would be doing in the fall, and I didn't really accomplish all of those things on my list. Pretty much almost everything on that list I really did not accomplish. Just had a lot of busy stuff going on, and honestly I just put out a book, so you can get your copy on Amazon, or hopefully when this goes out we'll have some more signed copies in the shop. But it's about an intro to gardening book basically, so if you want to check that out, go ahead. But I've been busy finishing that up, publishing it, and just working on a few other projects, and these are all the tasks that I don't want to do anyways. So I did get my landscaping slightly tidied and got some Christmas stuff up, and then I went ahead and got this new layer of plastic down. It looks really nice, and I'm gonna sweep and clean out this bed next. I cleaned out this bed the other day. So I am gonna end up keeping these beds for now, and eventually they might go, but I don't want to take on too much at once because I might need them for some propagation things. I want to experiment with some hardwood cuttings, which will be another video. So other things that I do in January is I really don't do a lot in the garden. There's just, as much as you want to clean up all the debris, it's not the best practice to clean up your garden too much, because the dead plant material, it is very pretty when you get a frost. It does provide some winter interest. Sometimes you have plants that produce berries or hips or something like that, and that's good food for any wildlife that's still around, and winter interest in the garden. And also you have a lot of insects and other critters that will overwinter in debris, so you don't really want to, it's not the best practice to just go through and till up the entire garden or clear out all of your landscaping or anything like that. I haven't been the best at this in the past because as a farmer you kind of want a clean slate going into the spring, so it's nice to rototill the garden. But really just leaving some stuff, it's really okay. The main reasons I might take out a planting is just because I want to pull up the plastic that I've had down previously. But even then I haven't done that in the last couple years, and I've kind of just kept the plastic in place and then just pulled out plants in the holes or had some plants reseed themselves. It's kind of the lazy way of cut flower gardening, and I can't say that it's the best way. So, but I could, it has worked out fine. So that would be the only reason that I might actually clean up the garden a little bit more, is just because I want to get that plastic out of there so that in the spring, if I do need to till or just kind of clean up the area a little bit more, then I can freshly lay the plastic down. Because again, over time this stuff does get debris and weeds will pop up through it here and there and all that. So I am also basically, I want to say finishing up washing all my seed trays and pots, but I'm actually really just starting. We had a really nice day today, and so I took advantage of that. In the larger tunnel I have a sink, and it was kind of pleasant in there, and I thought this would be a good time to get some seed trays clean, because another thing that I'm doing in January is seed starting. So we are not full on doing as much cut flowers this year on the farm. If you're on our email list, you'll know that's because we're having our 4th baby in May. So obviously that's the worst time to have a baby if you're a flower farmer, but especially because of Mother's Day, that's a big time for a flower farmer to sell flowers. But we're rolling with it. And so this spring is going to be a little more chill for me, and even in the early summer. We're also kind of pivoting our business a little bit. So we're kind of pivoting more to be a nursery instead of just a cut flower grower. I think that in my heart, I'll always be growing some cut flowers. It may not be for sale to the public. I do the flowers for the church picnic, and I enjoy that. And so I think I'll always have some sort of cut flowers going on here, whether that's just for a workshop or my own personal use or anything like that. Most of the time though, as a cut flower gardener, you would not be starting a lot of seeds in January, but Lisianthus is one of the crops that you do want to start early, because it takes a long time for it to get to a good transplant size. It needs to just establish itself for a long while, and that's why it's really hard to grow for some people. If you're interested in growing Lisianthus, we did do a video previously on Lisianthus, and there is a growing guide that you can also get for free at our website, sieversblumenfarm.com/Lisianthus. So Lisianthus is one of the things that I definitely will be growing this year, because it doesn't really bloom until August. The baby's going to be a couple months old by that point. We have our church picnic at the beginning of August, and then there might be a wedding in August that I'll be doing flowers for. I'm not sure yet, but that's a good crop. They kind of take care of themselves once they're established. They're very, I think once they get established, they're a very easy crop. Another crop that I could be starting now is eucalyptus. I do not have any seeds for that. I was thinking about putting in a last minute order to hopefully get a few seeds really quickly, because it is kind of nice to have on hand. But again, I'm really need to cool my jets a little bit because I am cutting back on the cut flowers this year. So that's about it for starting seeds in January. There's not a lot that I grow personally that I would need to start. Maybe some snapdragons in later January. But again, I'm kind of cooling my jets on the seed starting this year. So we're gonna kind of stick to the basics of the ceanthus, some sunflower zinnias, celosia, and cinnamon basil and scented geranium as a filler. Those are my main bouquet ingredients anyways, and I'm just going to keep it with that. I might have some gomphrena in there too as well. So, and again, I'm not growing a lot of that stuff. I didn't even really grow that much last year, so we're sticking with that. So I am going to be growing sweet peas just for my own personal pleasure, and those will be outside. Last year they were inside my tunnel. I had a serious thrip and aphid infestation, and so that was another reason why like some of the blooms were not sellable. It was absolutely beautiful though when the whole row was in bloom, but not something that I'm going to worry about too much. And because I'm going to be planting them outside, I'm probably just going to direct sow those, so I probably won't even try to start them inside. Last year I started some at the end of January and early February, just for getting them a jump start for the tunnel. But I probably won't be doing that. So that was just another crop I wanted to add in there. So lisianthus, eucalyptus, maybe some sweet peas. You could pre-sprout your anemones and your ranunculus also, and I will have some of those, considering selling them. If anybody's interested, let me know. I might put them up on the website and ship them. Okay, so seed starting, and really the rest of the stuff that I'm doing right now is, again, I'm probably going to clean up some more seed trays because I didn't get nearly all of them clean, but I got enough for what I want right now. But something else that you do in January is you look at the seed catalogs, because they all arrive in the mail. Either if they haven't been here yet, they're gonna be. So that is a really nice time to plan out your garden, circle the things that you like, and try to narrow your list down. I know that's really hard. In my book, You Don't Have a Black Thumb, I do encourage people to be a little bit reckless in their, have a plan, but be a little bit reckless as you move forward so you can get the experience of growing. But I will say, if you are on year 2 or 3 in your flower farming journey, what I've learned the most is that you really do need to have a plan, and you don't need to grow every single thing and every single color. Be reckless the first year, certainly. I mean, stay within your budget, but be stupid, I guess. But after that, especially after year 2, and this is something that I didn't necessarily follow this advice, but really be serious about what you're able to grow, what grows well for you, what you're actually going to use, and really make a plan and stick to the plan. That is the biggest goal, the biggest thing that I've learned as a flower farmer. So just a little tidbit there. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate it. And check out the book if you want to. We'll also be releasing here in the next week or 2 weeks. I have a rose guide that will be free if you are on our email list. And if you're not, you can go ahead and sign up at sieversblumenfarm.com/join or sieversblumenfarm.com/rose-guide, and there you can get the guide whenever it's available. So the guide's just going to talk to you about what the difference is between hybrid teas, floribundas, those classes of roses that you're going to be seeing on our website here, because I'm hoping to have a pre-order ready by February. So I've gotten several order acknowledgements. Roses will be here in March, and you'll be able to purchase them on our website, and I can ship them to you, or you can come pick them up. But so that's really exciting. So I wanted to put a rose guide out for you guys to kind of read through. I have some little anecdotal things in there as well. Again, there's so much information online. I was just trying to condense everything the best I could for everyone. So definitely sign up for our email list and get your hands on that, and then look out for the pre-order to go live. And the best way to know about that is being on our email list again. So that's what's going to be going on here in the mid to later part of January. So happy growing, friends. Hope you're getting your seed starting space all ironed out and your plans all ironed out. Good luck with everything this season. So thanks for watching. See you guys.